Hi, Ben here at Numbergroup, here to give you an overview of the call recording system and how to set that up within Selfcare. Now, we are currently giving a free trial for our Media Manager, which is our online secure storage of call recordings. So if you are interested in the feature, then please contact us. We'll enable the feature in your account, and then you can give it a trial, and if you like it, then we can fully enable it for you. So with regards to call recording, we separate them out into inbound and outbound, and they are configured in two different places. So first of all, I'll go over inbound. So if you want to record your inbound calls, it's done via the Numbers tab. So you go through to Numbers, and you select the number you want to enable the call recording on, and then once we've enabled it, you'll see this section here which is Record Calls. Now, the first thing you can do is obviously set the percentage of calls you wish to record. Now, if you're doing a random selection of calls, so basically for training purposes or internal monitoring of calls being received in, then obviously you can select the percentage of calls from here. Alternatively, if you want to record everything, then please obviously select all calls. The second box here allows you to specify the duration that you record the call for, and this will be from the start of the call onwards. So if you want to record only the first minute, then you would set 60 seconds. If you want to record the entire duration, it's not a problem, just check the tick box there and it will record everything for you. The destination basically sets where you want the call recording to be sent to. You have three options: email only, so that will send it like our voicemail to the email address specified below here. Secure storage, which sends it to the Media Manager system, or secure storage and email, which does both. For the sake of this, we'll use secure storage only. Okay. So the next option we have is pause recordings with **7. Now this is to do with PCI compliance. Now I won't go into great detail here, but I'll give you a quick overview. PCI compliance basically indicates that if you are recording calls, you can't record certain things, especially when it comes to financial information. So if you are taking, for example, credit card payments over the phone, you are obviously, you're still entitled to record the calls. However, you are not entitled to record certain information. Now, I don't know the complete list of what you cannot record, but to the best of my memories is things like the security code from the back of the card, and also certain other security features on the card as well. You are not permitted to record. So if you are taking card payments over the phone, or you're dealing with sensitive financial things which over the phone which cannot be recorded, then you would need to enable this option. And then basically what would happen is in the call, you'd basically let the other party know that you're just going to pause the recording. Press **7 on their handset, and that will then pause the call recording on our system. Once the financial information had been received and transferred over the phone, you would then be able to re-enable the recording for the remainder of the call. So just press **7 again, and the call recording will then reinitialize. Okay, and that's pretty much it with regards to the inbound. It's fairly straightforward, and obviously once you've made all the changes, remember to click Save at the bottom. So with regards to outbound calls, it depends on where the calls are being sent from. If they're being sent via the SIP trunk, you would obviously set up in the SIP trunk section. If it's coming from the PBX system, you set up within the PBX. We'll look at SIP trunks first. So we'll go to SIP trunk, and it's down the bottom here. So once again, you've got the three options. So just select the one you want to use, and then you also have the options to do the pause recording as well. So if you're making outbound calls to take payments, then you would need to enable that as well. Okay. So now that is literally it for the outbound calls with regards to chunks. On the Luna PBX, it's a little bit easier. Once again, settings, and then obviously you can select the option here. You can also set it on a per extension basis. So if you want to enable extension recording on particular extensions, and you can do so. You can always use the Use PBX setting, which will use the overriding setting which is stored in here. Alternatively, you can overwrite it, so if you want to disable recording on extension 1000 but leave it enabled on 1001 and 1002, then you could do it that way. Okay, so once you've got it all set up, all the recordings are stored in the Media Manager. Now I should stress at this point that the Media Manager is for your access only. It's all encrypted, and even we cannot access your call recordings. So if you're having issues with it or can't find a call recording, you'll need to let us know, and we'll obviously have to do some quite in-depth work to recover that call recording for you. However, We have not had any problems with regards to people not being able to recover their call recordings, so I don't think there will be any problems. Now, obviously, you can choose the account from which the calls are made. Now, obviously, it's based upon the inbound and outbound accounts. Now, as you may or may not know, we've recently moving most of our accounts over to combined accounts. So basically, one account will be able to use to make inbound and outbound calls. In the past, we used to have separate accounts, one account for inbound and one account for outbound. And obviously, if you've got an E in front of the account name, that is an outbound account, and N stands what's short for NTS, which stands for an inbound account. So let's just say we've got our numbers here, so we know that this is the account that we set ours up from. So we need to select that one, and we'll then search. Now, obviously, there's no call recordings in the system at the moment, but you can obviously change the search period that you want to, so you can search back in the past and so on and so forth. And you can also filter it based upon calling party numbers and the called party numbers. And within here, you can also search for conference recording, voice messages, and also fax as well, which are also stored in here. So it's quite a useful little feature. And let's say we do not have access to any of your call recordings, even we cannot access them at all. So it is totally secure. All the call recordings are encrypted online, so the only people that can listen to the calls are yourselves. And that is pretty much it. If you're interested in the feature and you'd like to enable it on your account and you don't already have access to it, then please get in contact with us and we'll enable it for you on a trial basis. And if you like it going forward, then obviously we can look into enabling it on your account in a full-time capacity. Okay, well, if you've enjoyed the video, then please subscribe down the bottom here, and also leave some comments below if you found this interesting and anything else like that. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time.